Alright, big guy, let's check out your swings here. We're going to go through, I narrowed it down to 5 or 6 swings that I want to talk about, so let's go ahead and back it up here. What we're going to do first is we're going to talk about our stance, and that's from our feet to our heads. And right away we're going to change a couple things. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves lined up. I'm going to take this foot here, and I want you to line it up with that front foot. So you see right now that your angle, we'll put it in a different color here, your angle goes across. You can see if I draw a line of your feet, we want it to be on the green line and not the red line. So very important, what you do is just lay your bat down like it is on that green line and line your feet up. And every time you need to just stride on that foot. So get a piece of rope, a piece of wood when you hit, whatever it's going to be, to make sure you step straight ahead at the pitcher. That's a big one in regards to what we want to do. Take your feet, turn your toes in just a hair. It's going to give you a little bit more power. And when you do that, to change that to your feet. So once I get myself all lined up, the next thing I want you to do is I want you to be a lot more aggressive. I want you to have no fear, and we're going to swing really hard. We're going to get through the baseball. We're going to step right at the pitcher, and you're really going to get after it in regards to being real aggressive and just kind of rip through that baseball and really get your hips involved. I think that's going to be a big thing. You can see right away in regards to that first step. First I'm going to do is that stride. So as I take that stride, you can see that step. I want to step ahead. I want to step straight ahead in regards to our swing. See how far we off with our step? That foot right now should be over here. You should almost be touching this line where that foot is. The other thing is I need you to show the heel to your pitcher. You can see right now that your heel goes this way. And I want your heel to be the complete opposite. I almost want your heel to face the road right now, and that's going to let you hit against a closed, firm front side. So the biggest first two things is getting your feet lined up every time. When you stride, make sure you're striding with your heel off the ground and your heel up in the air, but almost where you show the pitcher your heel, and that's going to keep you closed. And that's going to be very important for you to do and work on when I'm up there. Make sure when you go to swing that your hands don't fall down. You can see that your hands drop below the barrel of the ball. What I want to do is I want to keep those hands up, and I want to work kind of downhill like this. And you'll notice that those hands will fall below. If I go back here, see how that barrel is already below my hands? That means I'm going to be underneath the baseball. And what we want to do is we want to work really downhill at all times, which means our hands want to stay nice and high, and we want to work downhill all the time. So the combination of striding straight, striding closed, making sure our hands stay up, and working downhill, that's going to be a big thing. You can see at the end of our swing, where we got kind of off the end, well, most of that's because we just stepped out. Now the other thing is, too, is we don't have a lot of our legs. We need to engage our legs, our lower half into the baseball more. And what I want you to do right now at your swing, your front foot should be right about here. So this line would go straight across, right? And then you want this back leg to be a lot more bent. You want it like this, as far as just really being bent so you kind of stay back. See your head's more on your front leg? I want your head to be on your back leg, so your head would be back here some more. This should be the center of your head, so you need to be back about a foot in regards to where you need to be. So that's just a couple of things that I see on this first swing, and now it's going to the second one. And it should be pretty similar in regards to going through. What I'm going to do is before we do the next one, you come back together with your feet. Okay, now your feet are kind of lined up, so that's going to be our straight line. And then see how we do. So now you get yourself back together. You do a good job. Line yourself up on the plate. And let's see if we stay there with our feet. Boom. See that step right here? I'm going to put it in red. This is really important in regards to that stride out. You can see that you striding out, that's going to make the ball be away. The other thing I see, too, as we go back, our hands are dropping. What's our barrel doing? Our barrel is getting below our hands. We've got to make sure that we stay tall and above. So right here at your swing, your barrel should be nice and tall, and I'm going to work downhill this way in regards to the baseball. That's going to help drive the baseball compared to lifting the baseball, and that's going to be a big deal as you get older. So make sure as you stride, that foot goes straight ahead. Make sure you stride, and you're going to really finish holding your finish to make sure you're on your backside. You can see that first step. That first step is out. You want it to be straight ahead at the pitcher. As I get to contact, you can see how much that barrel fall below my hands. You got to make sure that barrel stays up and work downhill. And then as you're done, we got to make sure that you really stay back on this back head, staying back. So I would do a lot of T-work, a lot of soft toss, but we got to fix your feet. We got to fix your lower half. We got to fix your stride. We got to fix your bat angle where it stays above our hands, working downhill. So those are the things that we really need to work on and do them a lot. So I'll keep watching you during the season, but those are the things that I would work on. Good job today, and good luck in your practices. Have a great season, and we'll see you soon.